Hello, it's Deborah from the attic, and today I've got a brand new set of papers to share with you. I'm really excited about them. If you're new here, you're very welcome. Please subscribe, please tick the notification bell so that you know every time new videos are uploaded, but generally it's every Friday evening. And if you're a returning friend, welcome back. If you would also help me out by ticking the like button for this video, that would be enormously helpful. Apparently it's very good for your analytics and stuff. That's all the technical stuff that I know I should know more about, but I'm more focused on the paper things because that's where the fun is for me. So the reason I'm excited about this new set of pages that I'm sharing with you is that these are complementary to a very tiny little kit that I did a few weeks ago, and you can find the link for that up there. And that was my botanicals kit with the little envelopes and the lovely little cards and the nice bookmarks and all of that lovely stuff, and the little strips of paper as well that you could use to seal envelopes or write notes on. And I wanted to take this a bit further. At the time that I made this, I didn't really have time to make it into a great big full kit, but I always had the intention of doing something with it, and this is what has resulted. These are just some of the things that I'm going to show you. So let me begin with the pages. There are 12 sheets all together, and I'm going to flip through these very quickly for you. These are designed as background pages, so you can use these to create a journal or to add as pages into a journal, mix them up with other papers. So they're very subtle. They have some really nice subtle designs in the background. There's some soft writing here, and I've picked this out in a nice grey colour so that it doesn't dominate the rest of the images in the pages. I've used many of the same florals that I used to create the first set with the envelopes in, and that's so that you can mix and match these as suits you. And as I say, there are 12 of these pages. This one I really love. I really love blue and sort of khaki or sand colours, and I have to resist just doing the whole thing in those colours. And you can see I've done really well. I moved on to some pinks in these sheets. Now these ones, there are two coming up that are just lovely soft patterns, and I hope that you can use them in any way that you choose, so that they can be used in landscape or portrait, depending on what you want to do with them. Then there are the pages that I've designed to complement all of the others as well, and also at the same time working with the previous kit. So there are 3 of these tags, and there are 3 lozenges underneath them. And I've picked out the key colours that I've used for the botanicals, so sort of pink and blue, and then these really lovely sort of French greys and yellows in this tag here. I've added some little holes, so you just have to punch those out to turn those into a tag, and I'm going to show you some ways that you can use those in just a moment. I want to show you the other thing that is new. Now I haven't done these in any of my previous kits. I was inspired by the bookmarks from the previous set. So here's one of the bookmarks, and I thought these are just so pretty that I wanted to make them a little envelope of their own. And so I've designed this envelope so that it will work with the previous set. Of course, if you don't have the previous set, it's fine, because this will still work on its own. You can make some really nice tall thin cards, which are really popular at the moment, to fit into this pocket. Page protectors at the top here for you to use or not use as you decide. These are also larger than a standard hole protector. Now the reason for that is to make sure that you've got enough space on this to hold it and then cut around it. So I've experimented with different sizes, and I found that this one works. You don't really want them much bigger than this, but I found this is okay to hold and then cut around. And then I have the same style but in a different colourway. So this is in a beautiful pink. Now the flowers on both of these envelopes deliberately spill over the front and onto one of the reverse flaps, and I'll show you what they look like because it's actually rather pretty. Here we go then. Here are, I've cut out 2 of the tags to show you, and 2 of the lozenges. Now the lozenges are interchangeable, not just on these but on something else as well, which I will show you. So you can use these lozenges to pop over the top of your tag, and of course you can switch them around if you want to have different colourways on your tags and really play around with the collage effect a little bit. So that's the tags, and I'll come back to those. And this is the tool envelope, and this is where I've cut out and glued on 2 of the hole protectors. If you have a foam pad, I actually don't have any with me at the moment, but if you have little foam pads that will raise these up, you could stick these onto the foam pads, both of them, and then you could run a string around, and that would be a closure, a different closure for your envelope. But for this envelope, you can see it takes the bookmarks beautifully. And what you can do, I've added extra width in here as well. I hope you can see that, because if you wanted to turn the bookmark into a card, you would just find a piece of card slightly larger than this, fold it in half, glue the bookmark onto the front of it, and then it will still manage to fit inside the envelope. So I've deliberately left extra space to allow you to do that. This is the envelope from the front. And here you can see what I mean about allowing the design to spill onto the reverse. I thought it made it much nicer than just leaving it as a plain background. I really liked that one. The other way that you can use the envelope in conjunction with the bookmark from the other set is on top. So again, the design is such that it's very soft around the edges, so if you did want to use the bookmark on top, or anything else, if you wanted to cut out a rectangle of paper and stick this on the top, it allows you to do that without the design on the background really strongly impinging on the border that you create when you stick this on the top. Now the other thing I wanted to tell you about these little lozenges is that again the sizes have all been designed so they will work together, and these will fit on the front of the long envelope as well. Let me move this out of the way and I can show you more clearly. So if you wanted to, on either of these, and I've only cut out the blue one to show you, you can use the lozenge on the top of this one, or if you want to go a little bit more pinky orangey with the warmer colours, you can put it over the front of this one as well. So this is 12 background papers, and then there are 3 extra sheets, 2 with the envelopes on them, and 1 sheet with the 3 tags and the 3 lozenges on them. So it's quite a lot in one little bundle, and I'll provide links to both of these in my Etsy store below the video. Just click on the read more description box and all of the links will be there. Copy the link, stick it in your browser, and you'll find my Etsy shop. So I really hope you'll go and have a look at these. I love these papers. I especially love these long envelopes, and I think that might be something we see more of in future kits. I'm going to say thank you very much for your time. As always, thank you for watching, and until we meet again, stay safe and take care.